I promise you guys, there is nothing, the experience, I wish you guys could just be where I am right now, because, yeah, I've never really been so lost for words in a car. Good morning everybody, we've got ML, we've got a very handsome chap called George. What's up George?
What's up ML?
Now we've got a very exciting day today. Not only have we got a super rare Integra DC5, but it's got a bit of a surprise under the bonnet. This is the car. I'll come round so you get out the sun. So it's it's K20 in this, isn't it? So it's 2 litre.
K28.
And these came out of the factory with
220.
220. And it's roughly now about 400 horsepower. Before we go around the outside, I think we should really show the audience the crown jewels. You guys are absolutely going to love this. Right, let's open up the engine bay. Let's go and have a little look. This is where the magic happens. So we've got a rather large turbo. And who makes this kit?
10k Racing.
10k Racing, and it's a Precision
5831.
Running how much boost?
9 psi.
9 psi. So yeah, this bad boy's only running 9 psi, and it's just under 400 horsepower. Stock internals, stock head gasket, pistons, rods, everything standard. So I think that's sort of testament to how sort of amazing Honda engines are. Run me through this beast, George. We've got
tile wastegate,
external wastegate,
screamer pipe shoots down to the bottom.
Yeah, nice.
We've got a custom fuel line coming around there to the fuel rail.
Who makes the manifold? Is that all part of the kit?
Part of the kit, yeah.
And you've obviously got like a bit of heat wrap on it to stop some of the engine bay temperatures.
Yeah, some DI gold tape as well.
And then looks like a 3-inch turbo back exhaust, downpipe. We've got a
CPL fuel rail,
custom fuel rail, different injectors.
Yeah, 1000cc RD injectors.
So quite relatively big.
Yeah,
what were the standard ones? Obviously not good for a turbo.
Plus it was Jackson before, so.
It was Jackson supercharger.
Yeah, Jackson
cool,
supercharger
man.
Before, yeah.
Stock intake manifold.
Yeah, stock inlet manifold.
So it pretty much is just like a sort of effectively a bolt-on turbo kit.
Intercooler come with it as well.
Let's have a look at the front. So you've got a cheeky little intercooler under there. What I do like about this is that, okay, you've got canards, you've got wheels and a spoiler, but the rest of the car is how it came from the factory.
Much, yeah.
And to me, that's really nice because you sort of concentrate on the performance and not making it look daft. Are you running a differential in this?
Yes, Wave Track LSD.
Wave Track LSD.
Bigger final drive.
Yeah.
Insane 500 horsepower rated shafts.
And then gearbox is a stock DC5 gearbox, and they can take the power. Yeah. Fair play, man. I love it. So we've got Enki, are they RPF ones or something?
RPF ones,
yeah.
That's it.
Stop brakes?
Yeah.
They're actually quite a big caliper on these, aren't they? Brembo caliper.
Yeah.
Nice, man. And the discs?
They're carbon treated discs.
Not sure on the brand, no.
I did have Buddy Club 2-piece disc, but
yeah, expensive.
And shit.
Same thing with I've got Project Mood 2-piece discs on my S15, and they look sick. And they obviously having a 2-piece disc, it helps dissipate the heat better. But fuck me, they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
Yeah. And what coilovers are you running?
BC Racing.
BC Racing. And the exhaust you were saying is a
Jay's
Racing. And that's 3-inch turbo back?
Turbo back.
Cool, nice. Tyres, they look like Yokohamas?
Yeah, 808.
808. Ooh, nice. Very important this. It's always nice to have some good sticky rubber. You know, when you build a car like this, obviously it's very fast. And the tyres is what connects the cars to the ground. And without good tyres, you're not going anywhere. So good man to George for putting nice tyres on it. Let's have a quick look in the interior. It's really nice in here, very simple, everything you need. So we've got Recaro bucket seats, Takata harnesses. Oh, everyone loves Takata, man. I am a massive fanboy for Takata, so yeah, good man for doing that. No stereo? No. Because you just want to listen to them for the sound of the engine, fair play. And in the back, George has also stripped it out. So I mean, it's it's not sort of sparse in here. You've still got all the door cards and the dashboard, so it's still nice and sort of comfortable. Nice place to be. Relocator battery in the back. Cool. This is lovely, man. There's your gauges. Oh. So you can just hear it's got, I mean, it doesn't sound like a normal Integra, man. You can hear, it sounds naughty. Over here we've got an AEM wideband gauge, boost gauge obviously running 9 PSI, and an oil pressure gauge as well, just so that George can monitor what the fuck's going on with this bad boy. Oh, is there much torque steer? Massive amounts? Yeah.
It is a massive amount.
Do these have, these don't have equal length drive shafts, do they? No, actually, back in the days I had a 300 horsepower Starlet and we actually fitted a Quaife diff, which eliminates the stock diff, which means you actually get equal length shafts, which I do think does help, but I guess with these you're sort of limited to what you can, you know, what you can.
Drive, man, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. In the wet, this thing's probably pretty fucking hairy. In the dry though, bit of temperature in the tyres, I bet you the thing fucking pulls.
Get it hook and firm,
yeah, and it weighs what, 1.1, 1.2 tons?
Yeah.
So it's probably like sort of 350 brake per ton.
Yeah.
The chassis is on point. These out of the factory are really, really amazing handling cars. With George's little few mods and the engine mods, I would assume, we haven't driven it yet, but I assume it's going to be pretty fucking monstrous. This is Georgie's Instagram, so yeah, if you'd be really, really appreciate it if you could just go onto Instagram, give George a follow. You can sort of see the car progress and see some mad pulls, no doubt. Yeah, that's George's Instagram. Make sure you give him a follow. George, John, and I, John's in the boot. We're going to go for a little duggit. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Englandshire. So yeah, we're going to hit the road, bring you guys some orgasmic turbo sounds, and yeah, I'll give you my impression and go from there. Peace. Yeah, we'll take it easy for a bit because it's quite loud in here, and if I think if we rag it, we'll hear what we're fucking saying.
Yeah.
So how long you had the car for, George?
Coming up, maybe a year and a half, yeah?
Year and a half.
Yeah.
And when you bought it, was it supercharged when you bought it?
Yeah.
Right, fair play.
Jackson supercharged.
Yeah, and then what sort of horsepower was it then?
About 300, 320-ish.
And how have you found the sort of transition from like supercharger to turbo?
Massive difference.
Massive difference.
Same PSI, massive difference.
Same sort of response, because obviously superchargers are quite they spin up quite well, don't
The
they?
trouble is,
belt driven.
it's linear, it's not scary, it's
Yeah.
just like a linear power delivery, so you don't get the waft that you usually get in like a turbo car.
Yeah, do you find it's like a sort of smoother power delivery, whereas this is probably, I would imagine, all or nothing?
Yeah, exactly.
You ever had any sort of like races with like supercars or like really fast cars?
My there, a C43 AMG.
And you pulled away?
Smoke that.
Yeah. You said yesterday there was a C63 up your arse, you put your foot down, and you didn't want to play.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't think I would if I saw this, to be fair.
It's deceiving, isn't it? It's supposed to be this quick.
Yeah. And at the factory, these were 220. Yeah, so effectively double the original horsepower.
Yeah, near enough. That's not
Crazy, man. So yeah, power to weight must be pretty fucking mental like this. I wonder what it'd be like when you take it around a track.
I'd like to take it.
Yeah, because at least on the track, you know, you've got a very nice smooth surface and you can let your hand down a bit more. Because on the road, you've always, I mean, you know, you do have to be quite safe on the road, guys. And there are, you know, you might be the best driver in the world, but there's other people out there who are a little bit unpredictable, who won't expect you to be going so fast. So yeah, always sort of, you know, always be careful where you put your foot down. Always sort of, you know, if you want to go fast, do it in moderation and at the right time, the right place. Obviously not going through central London, you know, in a 30. John, naughty. Fucking hell. Fuck me! It's fucking rapid! Jesus Christ! That is nuts! Fuck fist bumps.
It's quite savage, isn't it?
I've literally gone bright red, man. And I've driven a lot of fast cars. I mean, some pretty insane stuff over my time. This is fucking electric, man. God.
You've got to be on it.
What do you think this kind of car what's it worth? It's hard to put a price on it, I guess. What are normal DC5s going for stock now?
You can pick up a stock one, 9 grand.
Okay. That's actually more than they used to be. I remember they were about the sort of $6 grand mark, weren't they? Quite a few years ago.
I think they're starting to go up in value because of the Brexit
and they're never going to be making these cars ever again. Nope. So they're just getting rarer and rarer and rarer over time. Sick, man. And any idea on the sort of production numbers of DC5s?
No, they don't have build plaques.
Black. Didn't the DC2s have that?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. I know some
nice JDM DC2,
Nice,
the
yeah.
black one.
Yeah.
He did a sort of few, I think he had a spoon intake and a few bits and bobs, but yeah, it was a really nice car, man. And you got all your mod cons in these DC5s, you know, got electric windows. It did have air conditioning, obviously it's been taken out now. Electric mirrors, power steering, anti-lock brakes. I mean, it's relatively nice to drive. You don't daily it, do you?
No, of course no.
What's your daily car?
Golf TDR Mark 4.
Oh, perfect, nice little diesel, yeah, good man. When did this car originally come in from Japan? Because obviously these were never sold in the UK as a UK car.
It's been in the UK quite a while, 2010.
For sort of about 7 years.
Yeah.
Fair play. And your friend was not the first. He did the supercharger conversion. He bought it standardish.
Possibly, I think. I'm sure he bought it charged.
Yeah. Oh, what, from Japan like this?
No.
He came in from Japan.
The first owner done everything.
And then he's bought it off him, and then you bought it, and then done all your own bits and bobs.
Yeah,
fair play. More of a buzz out of building the car than you do driving it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, are you at a point now where you sort of might sell this?
Yeah, you get a bit bored when things don't break.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Sometimes it's nice to just put it away and do things to it. But...
And you get very used to a car as well, especially boosted cars. You get into this sort of habit where you just constantly want to up the power, more.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, we'll see how we get on. But
give me a shout, you know, if I hit the lottery in the next 3 or 4 months, then I'll maybe buy it off you, but highly unlikely. I probably would have spent all my money on tyres by then. What do you think you'd get next?
A house. Not everyone wants to hear that, do they? No.
George has got a George's missus, if you watch this, I'm sure you're very lovely. But the problem is, sweetheart, George can't drive a house.
No,
you can live in a car, but you know you can't drive a house. So
I think
I'll just get a car you can fucking live in. And just do that.
I think what we're going to do is probably get like a little VTR like you've got, and maybe do a couple of track.
Yeah, something like the thing with this, it's actually a very expensive car.
This is it.
You've got to be a little bit careful with it.
Definitely.
It's not something. Yeah, you can rag the shit out of it, but you know, at the end of the day, it is probably a 15 grand car.
Yeah.
What's this really probably worth?
I think if I was to advertise it, it'd be
15. Yeah. And you said stock DC5s are going for sort of
about 8
to 10.
Yeah, if you can get a
so for another 5 grand. I mean, honestly, what do you think you put in this car money wise?
Maybe more than 15.
And plus the original price of the car. Yeah, George's missus, if you're watching this,
sorry,
he's actually been very complimentary about you. He did actually say to me when we were off camera that you're very understanding. You let him get his parts and you don't break his balls. So I mean, big up for you. Nothing better than a good woman. You guys, there is nothing. The experience. I wish you guys could just be where I am right now, because yeah, I've never really been so lost for words in a car. I've driven some fast fucking cars. I'll tell you what gave me a similar experience of fuck me was I drove a Wisetech supercharged C63 with 850 wheel horsepower. It had stock 18-inch wheels on it. Fuck me, it was lethal.
Fast.
It was fast, but you fucking trying to get the traction was impossible. Only because it only had 18-inch wheels with like two 255s on it. It was just, I mean, John must have pulled up fucking 100 meters worth of duggitz. Literally, he put his foot down this straight, and literally, I went back, and it was literally, I'm not joking, 100 meter flat lines.
Jesus.
It was nuts. It was fucking incredible. Apart from going around a couple of roundabouts or, you know, leaving a few junctions, you know, we can't start throwing it around in the day.